Jesus couldn't save himself. So check this out. Here's the scene. Here's the background. Jesus, he's on the cross. And this is from Mark chapter 15. And so he's on the cross. He is suffering. He is dying. And interestingly enough, check this out. This is Mark 15, verse 31. It says, likewise, the chief priests also mocking among themselves with the scribes and said, he saved others, himself he cannot save. So stop for just a second here. These guys, listen to what they just said. He saved others. I mean, this is huge. I don't know about you, but if I saw someone that was giving sight to the blind, that was giving lame people, healing their legs so they could walk again, lepers, there's still no cure for leprosy, but he was healing lepers, dead people were literally rising from the dead. He was doing all of these things. I would stop just a minute to question, what's going on here? Who is this guy? And I probably would not say, let's nail him to a cross as my first response. It would be, what's going on? I want to figure out who this person is. Again, they said, he saved others, himself he cannot save. Interesting, from back then, they wanted a crossless Christ. They didn't want Jesus to go to the cross. And it's interesting, even today, so many people want a crossless Christ. There's many people that will accept him as a good teacher, like a really moral, awesome dude. They think the Sermon on the Mount was really amazing and really eye-opening. The Sermon on the Mount, guys, man, that message was all about how we couldn't actually be good enough to get there on our own. And if it were, and see, this is what it is, why people want a crossless Christ, is we want to be able to do enough good to get to heaven. I can do it on my own, or not do enough bad. We want to, as people, be able to do it, pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and keep on going. The last thing we want is to have to admit, I can't. I'm not enough. I cannot do this thing myself. That's hard for any of us. And the cross symbolizes the fact that you and I are not good enough on our own. That someone else had to step in to die in our place to become sin for us. Because all of us, we've lied, we've stolen, we've thought angry thoughts, we've thought covetous thoughts or lustful thoughts. The Bible tells you one time is enough to break your communion, your connection, your relationship with God. And I think every one of us have done it at least one time. Yes, we're all a bunch of knuckleheads, a bunch of sinners. But Jesus Christ stepped in so we don't have to. We don't have to worry about sin. And this is the whole point of the cross. The cross says you and I are not enough. He saved others, but himself he cannot save. They were right. They were right. If he wanted to save others, if he wanted to save you and me, he had to go to the cross. He had to die on a cross for you and for me to be saved. If he didn't go to the cross, we have nothing. We don't have salvation. We don't have eternal life with the Father. It's all about what he did on that cross. And honestly, guys, you and I, we wouldn't have a communication, a line to the Father, except through the Son and his death on that cross. It's sad, but it's the truth. Somebody had to die. You and I have sinned. Someone has to be punished. We all think of God as being super, super loving, which he is, but he's also super, super just. And a just judge would never let a crime go unpunished because he's 100% just. Crime has to be punished. We get upset when we see a criminal. We see most of the people in Washington leading our country. We see them go free. We get upset. We obviously can identify that and say, that is wrong. They're sinning. They're breaking the law. They're being bad people. They should be punished. We want someone to step in and bring judgment. But the problem is, you and I deserve judgment as well. And we don't want someone to step in to give me judgment. I want someone to give me grace. I want someone to give me forgiveness. And that's exactly what Jesus did. When he died on that cross, he died in your place. So you and I can cry out to him, can hold on to him for everything. I sure love you guys.